Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am going to jump right into it. Some of you allow the enemy to trick you out of your spot with a destiny helper because you believed a rumor, a lie about someone who has been nothing but good to you. I have seen it. I have went through it. Someone wanted to talk to me but was rerouted based on nothing but lies. And I know so many of you go through this every day. It's nasty deception designed to isolate certain people from the very people God has placed in our lives to uplift, to guide, support our journey. Destiny helpers, they're divine appointments, a light on our path, and the enemy knows their power. What better way to derail your progress than to sow seeds of mistrust and division? Someone needs this message right now. God might have shown or gave you, confirmation after confirmation, signs, and yet here you are still keeping certain doors open that should have been shut long time ago. Listening to people that you are being asked to let go and trust the process or remain stuck in a cycle, because that's what the enemy wants for you. I've witnessed women gather together to keep a female from going after who God sent in for her. And it was because that person's past connection, gathered friends and even their own relatives to come together to keep them apart. Information was going in her ear, saying that the man was sexually sick. He was broke. Even his own blood relatives was in on it. And the woman believed it. We've all heard that, you'll hear people saying, well, everybody isn't telling the same lie on you. But I also heard you got to consider the source. And nowadays you got to consider the cult. My God, listen, some people don't have communities. They have cults that they follow. Most people don't check the source or form their own opinion, which is sad because we're adults. If I hear something, I'm going to still, find out on my own, because people lie. I don't care who you are. You can be that person's mom. I'm going to still find out for myself, because a lot of moms, don't want to see their sons happy. So they'll do anything and say anything. But a lot of y'all just follow the leader blindly. The father of lies. We all know who the father of lies is. He thrives on deception. His primary goal is to steal, kill, and destroy. One of his most effective tactics is to use lies as a wedge, driving us away from our blessings, our purpose, and our divine connections. When a lie or a rumor, often baseless and born of jealousy or spiritual malice, enters the picture, it introduces doubt. It makes you question the good you've experienced. Stop lending your ears to lies and start examining the fruit of their actions. Some of y'all are literally missing out on your person who God is trying to bring in, some job opportunities. You guys are missing out on because you're listening to your cousin who used to work there and it didn't work out for them, but it will work out for you. We end up forfeiting a blessing, not because of a direct attack, but through the poison of misinformation. Do not allow the whispers of the enemy channeled through rumors, gossip, or the manipulative narratives of a cult masquerading as a community to trick you out of your blessings. Your path is uniquely yours, ordained by God. There are destiny helpers that are strategically placed along the path to dismiss them based on unverified lies is to willingly handcuff your own progress. Y'all better wake up. I mean it, please. Stop thinking, oh, well, that's that person's family, so it got to be true. That's that person's bestie. They grew up together. It got to be just true. Knowing doggone well the bestie and that other person hadn't talked in years. They're not even friends. The enemy will attack and go low. We'll say, okay, well, don't talk to this person because I heard they're sexually sick, and the whole time the person ain't even having sex. So anyway, I had to get this message out. Go to God. God show you something, place something on your heart, go to him. The enemy is there. The enemies are there to keep you confused. Every time you want to go down the path that you're supposed to go down, you notice everybody and their grandmama come out of nowhere. This message is for a lot of people. I know it is. And I appreciate you guys listening. Be safe this weekend. No drinking and driving. And I will see you on the next video.